Hey everyone, welcome back to OCD Recovery's YouTube channel, where today I'm going to be talking about the myths surrounding attachment styles and love languages, why they are not needed for basically anyone, why they're not needed specifically for OCD and anxiety sufferers, and why you will never hear us ever speak about a love language or an attachment style. Yes, there is some merit in understanding the way a person is if you want to use these, but they are 99% useless because it comes down to belief systems and the way the person is. When you say that you are a particular attachment style, you are saying that that is you set in stone. That is not true. Your attachment styles, your love languages are just your belief systems. A lot of times it's your rigid musts and not even preferences. Before I go any further, please subscribe, hit that like button down below. Let me know what you think about this video. This will be a tough video for people who are very much down the love language and attachment style rabbit hole. It is Valentine's Day today. This video will probably not come out on Valentine's Day. It will probably come out in a week or so. But this day for a lot of people is a very difficult day because they believe they should feel a certain way. There's no difference between Valentine's Day and tomorrow. It's just another day. It's another random day in your existence of time moving forward in the space-time continuum. You only think it matters because you put merit to it. It doesn't mean you can't celebrate it with your loved ones. But, you know, oh my gosh, I see all these hearts and flowers and I don't feel connected. I'm in the grocery stores and oh my gosh, look at all the roses. I don't feel that way. It's all because of your belief systems. Okay, so let's go through the love language lists. What are the list? What are the love languages? We all give and receive love in 5 different ways. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. These are called love languages, a concept created by Dr. Gary Chapman through his long-time work as a marriage counselor. So I hate to break it to you, Gary, these don't exist. There's no other way to say it. They seem like they exist when you don't understand belief systems. This is a trap for people, and I'll tell you why. Well, my love language is quality time. They're not giving me the type of quality time I need. We are not compatible. That is not real at all. Not any basis in reality. And I'm going to be very strict and brutal about this because this keeps millions of people from experimenting good relationships. It keeps millions of people from experimenting the realities that not everything is going to go the way I want it to. And that doesn't mean I can't have a good relationship. There will be no love languages and no attachment styles at all in any sort of our ROCD. Oh, hey, Daisy. My love language with Daisy, annoyance. So she's like, no. Or like my patient got me this. I'm wearing a Christmas shirt. Awesome. So, but none of these love languages will be spoken about at all in any of your ROCD calls. If anything, we'll talk to you about why you have to stop watching these videos because it's more than likely compulsive and why it's not good for you. And you could basically just say this. It's habits, trying to be respectful for the person that you're with. You can't change the person you're with. You're marrying a separate individual. You can try and control those people, but that's more than likely not going to work, especially in a lot of countries nowadays. There's some areas of the world where it's a little bit different. We know that. But in a lot of areas, the more you try to control someone, it's not really going to work. So it's just habits. Like, we don't have to call it words of affirmation. We just say doing nice things for your partner, spending time with them, and obviously having some sort of a romance. I work with many people who don't have any romance in their relationship, and that's not healthy. If you're married and you're going 6, 12, 9 months, 2, 3 years without having sex, you do not have a healthy relationship. It's just that simple. That is one of the main reasons that people get into a relationship with people in the modern day age, is to share intimacy and bonding and having sex with the same person as you rear and raise children and send them into the world and have experiences, if that's what you want to do. But this idea of love languages absolutely has to go. It's just as bad as brain scans. It's not actually, you have to really think about what you're doing. I am a person. My love language is acts of service and words of affirmation. If you do not give me those, I cannot be with you. What a low frustration tolerance way to live your life. Okay, let's go over to attachment styles. Attachment styles are ways people relate to others and are often based on how they were cared for as children. The main attachment styles are secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. So by the way, this is all belief systems. Same thing with love language. There is no attachment style. There is no love language. You're a person with belief systems, some free will, maybe not as much as you think, depends on the person, what their beliefs are, and just behaviors that you're engaged in, and a lot of it are habits. So secure attachment is people with secure attachment style feel comfortable with intimacy and autonomy. They have positive self-image and trust others. They communicate their needs and emotions effectively. This is, they believe they need intimacy and autonomy to have good communication with people. Anxious attachment. People with anxious attachment styles are often nervous and stressed about their relationships. They may have an extra sensitive nervous system. Nonsense. They may have trouble being alone and may seek constant reassurance from their partner. Basically, what you're saying is this. You know how many people probably like, I'm an anxious attachment style, when they just have relationship OCD, mild or chronic, or just relationship, just anxiety in general? Basically, the person has bad belief systems about the way that their relationship should or should not be, and they are labeled an attachment style. Not necessary. Avoidant attachment. People with an avoidant attachment style may prioritize independence and self-reliance. They may have difficulty trusting or leaning on others for emotional support. They may have positive self-view and negative view of others. It's just belief systems. Okay, so think about this. They prioritize independence and self-reliance. I want to do what I want to do. I believe that doing what I want to do is the right thing to do. Again, the reason why the crusade I'm putting out against these attachment styles and love languages, again, they are unnecessary labels that shut you out from experiences with other people. It's just not necessary. Disorganized attachment. People with a disorganized attachment style may have unpredictable and contradictory behaviors in relationships. They may have difficulty forming secure attachments. They may have challenges in emotional regulation. Drop the word regulation. We never use that word. It's a completely made up word. This dysregulation. I'm dysregulated with this. I got to regulate myself. Regulation is reassurance for most people. I'm trying to regulate myself to reach a level of calm or present or mindfulness that does not exist. This is what's keeping you stuck. You believe there's an optimal sense of regulation, just like you believe there's an optimal sense of sleep. That's not it. And think about what this person is. People with a disorganized attachment style may have unpredictable, contradictory behaviors in relationships. So basically what you're telling me is their beliefs are all over the place and they have bad habits. That's it. AKA they're a shit partner. They may have, no, not a shit person, but they're a shit partner. I used to be a shit partner. I used to be a shit person, I guess you could say too. They may have difficulty forming secure attachments because they're not being vulnerable, because they don't understand their belief systems. They don't want to try to let go of things. And they may have challenges in emotional regulation. Again, drop that. Just think about what happens when you type in attachment styles, okay? You literally have the complete guide to attachment styles, how these attachment styles affect you. The attachment style quiz, don't even go down that thing. How it affects relationships, how they affect you. What's your relationship? What's your attachment style, okay? What happens when I type in love languages again? The 5 love languages and how to express them. This is a nightmare for OCD and anxiety sufferers. Please steer far away from this. Just look at your belief systems and look at your behaviors, and that's it. Okay, the love language quiz. Quizzes, learn about your love language. Analysis of your love language. Use instructions to learn your love language. No. You have belief systems and you have preferences. That is it. If you do not want to compromise on something, you can accept that, but do not label that as a love language or an attachment style where you cut yourself off from lots of opportunities. Thank you as always, Phil at OCDrecovery.com. Hope to hear from you soon. I know I went at it. I went to slay the dragon of attachment styles and love languages. They are absolutely nonsense and they cause way more harm than good. There's no doubt about that. You don't need empirical data. I work with people all day long. I see this in practicality and in anecdotes. And when you have tons and tons and tons of anecdotes with things that can't be quantifiable in research, like love languages, you cannot quantify love languages into any sort of empirical research whatsoever. It's a bunch of woo-woo made up terms. And it's just not good. It's not good. Billions of people throughout history worked with their relationships without the term of love languages, without the term of attachment styles, and they fared just fine. Thank you again, Phil at OCDrecovery.com. Hope to hear you soon. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.